Ruler School is brought to you by Happy Little Hug Factory and these amazing patrons. Extra special thank you to guest lecturer patrons Brody Harris and Lance Albertson. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the video. Hey there everyone, DMO73 here, bringing you the deck profile for the Dark Book Midrange that was played earlier this week by Tommy Reed. Huge thanks to him for playing the game as well as being able to show me the deck list. So Book of Dark is probably the more popular of the two books that we've seen, and it's going to be kind of sad to see it rotate. It did have a lot of fun while I was here, a lot of different variations between rush, between combo, between control, utility stuff with flipping itself back over, all kinds of cool stuff, but this is a very interesting take using a lot of newer cards, so let's jump right in. So Book of Dark, you can play can't have Will of Hope stuff, and you can play Will of Despair for any color. And then when it flips over into Subjugation Fairy Tale, you get to go grab, it can't be destroyed, and you get to go grab a Will of Despair card from outside of the game, so your sideboard, whose cost is equal to how much you paid for Judgment. So you kind of always have these cards available. To go quickly into the sideboard of this deck, it plays 3 Valentina for being able to recurse stuff from grave, 4 Tawil Umir for comboing off, 4 Bahamut for some kind of hard removal, and then 4 Yamada for like board wiping potential. So going into the stones, 4 Black Silence, 4 Blasting Waves, and 2 Magic Stones. The no Magic Stones are that it's easier to play the 1-drop Majin Dark Elf, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Resonator-wise, 3 Sylvia for mid-range aggression, as well as locking out stuff for being able to block some of your other grounded-based creatures. 4 Ray/0, a very heavy hitter, really good for keeping your stuff safe. 3 The Last Audience. I think this is more for like manipulation, like swinging in to force your opponent to block so that your other stuff, your bigger heavy hitters, can get forced through. 2 Gil Lapis for some consistency wise. Mikage Sisters for getting rid of 1-drops or resonators for 200 less attack, as well as being able to kind of have this life gain mechanic. 2 Grim of the Crimson Moon for like being able to flip pretty easily and get hard destruction on a J ruler or something with imperishable. 2 Cecil and Tia for some spot removal, as well as being able to recover stones. 3 Majin Dark Elf for some early game aggression if you hit those null stones. 2 Blazer to be able to pick your opponent's hand apart, and he's just a very strong 4-drop. 2 Blazing Castle Refarth, again for like combat tricks to be able to start like pinging, as well as being able to block stuff with flying. 2 Ataraktia to be able to give stuff swiftness, as well as having some ramp. 2 Final Battle for dealing with board wipes. 4 Command of Life and Death because this deck is full of 3-drops and less. Very easy to bring stuff back. 2 Dark Revolutions to be able to bring back your bigger creatures, especially those that might have been brought in from your Dark Book and then died, so then you use Dark Revolution to bring it back. 4 Seed of Rebirth, again for some reanimation of stuff that gets sent to grave, and then 2 Null Darkness for some hard removal. So there you guys have it. That is the list. Definitely a very interesting take on Book of Dark. It was cool to see it get played. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below, or how you would do things differently, especially if you would consider to play a deck similar to this or experiment with it in Wanderer. Huge thanks to Tommy again for playing the list, and for you guys, be sure to subscribe and click on that bell down below in the description to make sure that you are notified when all of our videos goes live. And until next time, this is DMO73 signing off.